Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here on the mat again for some more LoFi Yoga. On this week's Sunday Reset, I talked about acceptance. And to continue that theme, I thought it might be nice to attempt to, begin to use my knee a little bit more. I have my blanket here for padding, but I imagine that there are probably going to be moments where I struggle with using my knee, but that is okay. I'm in a spot in my life right now where I am choosing in every second of every day to fight against imposter syndrome. So, my intention for today's practice, feel free to join me or set your own intention today, but I will be reminding myself as I move today that I solemnly swear to no longer give about the things that I can't do yet. I have talked about my perfectionism and all of that before on this channel, but I am feeling very much the need to remind myself that as much as I would love to be the version of myself who does not express their feelings so openly all of the time in certain situations where it might be beneficial to not react, I would love to be the version of myself that is really good about knowing when something needs to be done and doing it immediately. I would love to be the version of myself that bought the produce that I have sitting in the fridge right now. Maybe you're finding yourself in a similar place. While it's okay to strive to be more and to be better and to be softer and whatever goals you have for your highest self, it is important to not be too hard on yourself for not being there yet. There are certain people who believe that we are, I guess, a juvenile God on the way to godhood, and that we are living the lives that we are as a way of gaining experience, sort of using the world as a school, and that each person that we encounter is actually just ourselves living in that specific life to gain that knowledge. If you ascribe to that belief, or even if you just have that idea in your mind as something that you might believe, not knowing how to do something means that we're on the path to learning it, and it means that we are on that path one step closer to becoming our highest self. Not knowing something is an opportunity. It's not a failure. It's not a lack. Accept who you are, where you are, what knowledge and abilities that you hold, and appreciate them. Learn to love them. That was my rant for the beginning of today's practice. We are going to move into child's pose. Just relax into the mat here. And allow your breath to fall into its natural rhythm. Count your inhales and exhales. On your next exhale, slowly walk your hands over towards the left side of your mat and maybe off the mat. On your next inhale, walk your way over to the middle. And then exhale and walk over to the left or the right. Inhale your way back to the center. And we're going to exhale, reach up with that right arm. And then draw it across the body into a twist. The next time you take an inhale, reach up out of that twist. And I'll drop the hand right down to the mat. Just for a round of breath. Stay centered. And then inhale, reach up with the left arm. Exhale, find a twist. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, bring it back down to the mat. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, shift your weight forward to tuck your toes. And then you're going to carefully walk your hands back until you can find Malasana. Well, from your Malasana, you're going to walk your way back into a child's pose, keeping your toes tucked here. Inhale, lift your way into plank. Take an inhale in plank. And exhale as you find your Chaturanga Dandasana. Untuck your toes and inhale up into Cobra or Up Dog. Tuck the back toes, lift the hips, find Downward Facing Dog. In your Downward Facing Dog, bend into one knee and the other. And just walk. Take a few more petals on each side and then press through both heels evenly. We're going to start with the left leg. Inhale, lift. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee up and step through and find a low lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of that left foot and find a lizard pose. And then from lizard, turn into Skandasana. I think the last time that I talked about this pose, I called it Vashi Stasana, which I will show you later. From this Skandasana, turn into a high lunge. Spin the back heel so it's parallel with the short edge of the mat, and find side angle. Drop your hand down to the mat. Make your arms into a T shape and step or walk your way back into Vashi Stasana. From here, plank. And then down into child's pose. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, tuck the back toes and prepare yourself for a plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. And this time the right leg lifts for three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Drop that back knee. Find a low lunge. Make your way into lizard. Hands inside the foot. Turn for that side lunge. Tuck the back toes and lift. Inhale to high lunge. Turn to side angle. Bring that hand down, arms out. Step it back for side plank. Bring your hands down, turn into full plank. And then drop the knees. Shift your hips back for child's pose. Feel free to stay here in child's pose, or you can join me in finding a half frog pose with the left leg bent. If you're in half frog, switch legs. Now, you are welcome to flip over onto your back to find traditional corpse pose, or you can join me in a sort of supported fish. And you can let your legs hang long here, or little butterfly pose. And as you lie here, you allow your breath to slow down. Return to the intention that you set at the beginning of today's practice. Allow this time as a moment of silence, a quiet mind, or maybe you reflect on the moments where you aligned with your intention on the mat. Maybe, like me, most likely, you want to focus on ways to embody your intention off of the mat. Slowly beginning to return to yourself with small movements in your body. Let them spread and grow until you are able to take a full body stretch and make your way onto your side into a seat, or you can stay laying down. It's your choice. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. Thank you for dedicating this space for yourself today. And as always, continue to be kind to yourselves and to one another. And I hope that you will be well. This is cold. Cobra. I probably should have taken my glasses off for this. It's alright. I definitely should take my glasses off.